never been his favourite occasions. He feels their proliferation puts the capital's clubs at a disadvantage. Yet the fact remains that he's only ever suffered defeat once in a Premiership derby, and that was at the hands of Wimbledon. The Arsenal team is at full strength today. 10 seasons ago, this was the fixture in which the famed back four first performed together in public. A decade on, Keown has relegated Bold to the bench, but little else has changed. Bergkamp returns, Winterburn is back among old friends. Wimbledon's selection was more problematic. Joe Kinnear's lineup is full of attacking power, with two genuine wingers and central midfield players who like to surge forward. Carl Lieburn is preferred to Okoku as partner for Marcus Gale. Jason Ewell plays despite a troublesome ankle, and making his home debut is Gareth Ainsworth, signed recently from Port Vale. His performance against Arsenal in the FA Cup last season helped secure his move. This is Vieira. Now there could be a fault in Wimbledon's backline, but Vieira has pulled up with what may well be a hamstring injury, which, with a vital European Champions League game against Lens coming up 4 days hence, is not good news. Here's Hughes at the other end. That was a push on Parla, but Vieira is really struggling, and he's walked straight to the sideline to be seen by the Arsenal physiotherapist Gary Lewin, and indeed it seems to be the right hamstring. Purely in terms of the home team's efforts, their first decent opportunity. Delightfully delivered, and the header had Seaman beaten but was just 6 inches too high. Robbie Earle was the last Wimbledon player to score a winning goal against Arsenal here 6 years ago. Had ankle problems, but it seems to be slightly higher up that is causing concern. It's a calf muscle injury that Dennis Bergkamp has got. And it seems unlikely that he'll be able to continue. Dixon's pass was wayward, and the flag's up against Michael Hughes. But Arsenal are not looking themselves at all. The powerful running of the likes of Michael Hughes is unsettling them. Very unfortunate to see it rebound from the face of the bar. Because the goalkeeper was nowhere near it. Had time to size it up, and left-footed with curl. His goals tend to be few and far between, but are generally worth waiting for. Petit. Earle. Ainsworth. Gale. There was a lucky bounce in there in Wimbledon's favour. Earle. Ainsworth. Out of play for a corner. The giant Lieburn is the focal point. Hughes' kick. Here's Perry! Surprised to get the chance, unable to take it fully. Hughes' cross. Oh, it seemed like a handball, but Okoku's tucked it in. Arsenal are appealing for handball, but the goal stands. And within moments of joining the fray, Okoku has beaten David Seaman. And Wimbledon are in front against the reigning Premiership champions. So much of the credit to Michael Hughes, but there seemed to be a hand used by Robbie Earle in the build-up to Okoku scoring. And self-evident on the facial expressions of the Arsenal players, the fact that they felt that Earle used an arm. Wimbledon, but they have held out. Arsenal defeated in the Premiership for only the second time this season through a controversial goal scored by Okoku, who'd only just arrived as a late substitute. One or two tempers frayed towards the end, fueled perhaps by the suspicion that the Wimbledon skipper Robbie Earle used a hand or an arm in controlling the ball before Okoku whacked it into the gaping net. But it's the sort of results that gives